Well, welcome. Uh, Seems that if I take more than 30 seconds to clear the thing, the stupid thing doesn't want to operate. So I thought I was going to have a problem like I had the last few times, but we got it working. So I was going to sand some more tonight, but I figured you guys don't need to see any more sanding. It's all I do is sand. So I thought tonight we'd make some wheel doors, and I'll show you how I do it. They're light, they're easy to make, and they're fast. We'll get both doors done in an hour. And if you use the windy method of finishing, or use the Z-Pox or the CA, you can finish them and get them all done in one day, no problem. So let's get to that. Let's see here, and you get to see the messy bench. Got the big mess going here, but that's just the way it goes because I have no room to work. Get use the tape measure. I have no place to set anything, so it's all going to end up on the bench. So, how I make these wheel doors, I make them out of 64th plywood, 1/8 inch, and 1/8 inch basswood. Let's see if we can find those materials real quick. Here's the basswood. So we're going to need some 1/4 inch strips of basswood. So about the easiest way to do that, we'll see if we can strip them. I don't know. I've never tried to strip basswood with a stripper. But we'll strip one piece here. Probably take a couple tries. And it looks like you can see what I'm doing. So we stripped that basswood in two go rounds. Then we're going to need a sheet of 1/8 inch because that's what the basswood is 1/8 inch. Let's see if we got this. Yeah, pretty good. So we got a sheet of 1/8 here. And now we need a shape. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my landing gear. And I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch away from the leading edge. So we got a 5-inch drop. So I'm going to mark out 5 inches. These are real simple and they're real slick and they're light. I'm running a 2-inch wheel. And I'm basically just doing this so I can get the shape of the wheel pant itself, or the wheel skirt. So we'll make them for 2 1/4. You want the axle to come out at the bottom. Let's see. This is not going to be wide enough. But that's all right. We'll let's see here. The wire angle is going to be approximately This is all by eye. I mean, I don't do anything with measurement or whatever. I just do everything by eye. So that's the wire angle there. We're going to have to add some out here and maybe back here. And in order to make it look racy, you don't want this bottom line straight. You want it swooped. So let's see. This is the front. We want to come down this way. And I'm not sure I'm going to like those. So let's see what we got going here. Come in a little bit more. Come in a little bit more like so. Gonna need an arc on the bottom. These are all done in fillers anyway, so. But I have to get some kind of pattern before I start. Oh shoot, I forgot how hard it was for me to lay these out last time. Oh, I got some goop there. Gotta get that wiped up. Yep, we got some chatters. All right, Greg, great. Some of my guys went over and watched Bad Chad the other day. Guy's I don't know, young guy, probably 35, 40 years old. Pretty good craftsman, actually. Check out his channel. It's kind of cool. I mean, we do different things, but he has the same style that I have. You know, nothing, that looks about right. Make it work, so on and so forth. Let's see. Why is this acting so difficult for me? Oh, I know why. I have put the axle in the wrong spot. Okay, let's try again. When in doubt, start over. I don't have a French curve, right? I would do that with a French curve. I think we'll get some more this way. And I almost want to just take those other pants I did the other day and draw them out out on that because I don't want to go through all this rigmarole. Let me see here. Let's do this. I don't want to go through a bunch of rigmarole, and I already had drawn them out once. Don't know that much. Okay, how about this? We'll make it real quick. Oh, I see what's wrong. I'm missing a bunch of wood. That's the deal. I need to get a good sharp knife going here. My guys from Australia has sent me a present here. We got some new blades. All the way from Australia via Japan or China, no doubt. We'll see how sharp they are. Okay. Okay, we should be able to get a pattern on that now. Except I need it too long. Damn, I can't believe how much room I have in here. I have none. Tripping over this, bashing into the airplane. Aggravating. There we go. Got it plotted out now. Just traced out my other ones that I did. I spent a while working on them. Okay. Yeah, make sure they're together there. This basically is the pattern. I will use it as a filler, but I need to get the parts ready to go, basically. We don't spend all day working on these stupid things. So break out the 80 grit. Can't have a show without sanding. I want this one to have a little round spot here. It's got a 1/2 inch round in it now. Okay, so there you go. That's one of the pants there. We'll make 4 of those on a piece of 64th ply. Using this one as the first one as the pattern. This is the fill wood here. As you can see, I'm pretty challenged as far as space goes. Of course, it'll all get sanded together. Now, the fastest way to cut these is with scissors. If I can find them. I got a good sharp pair of scissors around here somewhere. Wow, we got a lot of chatters now. Yeah, I know. Hey, Chris. Blades are from Amazon USA via China. Guaranteed. Yeah, that Chad is, I mean, he's doing stuff other than I'm doing, but I'm interested in sanding. So I watch all the sanders to learn different techniques. Now, some of the guys said, well, you shouldn't be hand sanding metal. Well, let me tell you something. You shouldn't be open hand sanding primer, but when you're sanding metal, you'd have to sand pretty hard to get finger grooves in metal. And there's the scissors. There we go. And as far as welding goes, that's what I do every day. I don't need to learn about welding or fabbing. That's what I do all day long. Oh. Now, if this was metal, you'd just be using tin snips or shears or whatever, but we're not working with metal, we're working with stuff that's considerably lighter. Another thing that Chad does is he uses primer to see his mistakes. I can't afford to use primer to see my mistakes, so you don't make any because of the weight. How would I get a 6-ounce finish if I used a gallon of primer? You wouldn't. I showed you that. Maybe I didn't show. We got that gallon of primer. It weighs 15 pounds. So, but I like watching this channel. I think he's a Canadian. A knucklehead, just like Len. So as I stated, we need 4 of these. We'll get them all sanded to the same shape and size. Yeah, if you're going to watch YouTube, you might as well learn something. For the guys who are new to this channel, I come on every night at 7 o'clock during the week. And then I do a Saturday at John's show and a Sunday here. This week I won't be on. I have to take a drive. I might come on in St. Louis at my other shop on Saturday night, but Sunday I'll be driving, so I gotta get back here. Okay, that's 2 of them. What happened to it? There. Like, subscribe, and share. I don't get the, I mean, I got 25, or maybe I got close to 3,000 videos now. And they're all about an hour long, and they're, you know, if you search my channel, you can find out how to do any of this stuff. How to soap strand, how to fiberglass, how to sand shape. We're just roughing the parts in now. The Dauntless RC build will be coming up here shortly. Just so I can gain some interest from the RC guys. We'll check the weight on these to see what they weigh once they're completed. Because you know I got to make that 60, under 64. I'm trying to make under 60. Okay, let's get this the hell out of the way. Okay. You can cut these with an X-Acto knife or a scalpel or a jigsaw or whatever. I just have found that 64th ply, because it's like a paper product, is just as easy to cut with a good pair of scissors. So why hurt, why make it tough on yourself? It's two. We'll just go ahead and sand that out. Three. So we got four of them here. So we're going to put them all together. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. We'll put a clamp on it. If it was doing real airplanes, it'd have clecos, put a couple holes, put a couple clecos in it, but these ain't real airplanes. We'll use the bigger one, I guess. Why is that one so much smaller? Oh, I see. This was the first one. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They'll put the small one on the outside and sand to the small one. That's stack tolerance is what that is. That ain't no big deal. We'll fix that right up. Use a big one. So what I did just there is I moved a lot of material. It's kind of wavy because it's hard to sand a curve like that with a round drum. But if you just block it, bring it down a line, leave the line on, it's it's within the thousandths or so. And we ain't building a watch, so it'll be fine. Put another clamp on it here. Put the clamp over here. I'll sand along. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm making my own kit. I'm just cutting the parts out and making my own kit. And the nice thing about scratch building is nobody can say that it's wrong. It's what you want it to be. See, if you look here, it's bumpy, but it's not a big deal. A couple strokes of 80 grit on a block, and it's right out. And of course the old tool with the sandpaper on the... Okay, that's how quick it was. We got 4 pieces that are exactly the same size. They're all sanded to the same shape. Not a big deal. Now, the trick is, where do I want my wheels to sit? See, this is a 2 1/4. I want them to be right there, like so. So we're going to take 2 of them, put them together. Let's see, I need a backer. I can't drill through the glass. We'll use this as a backer. That looks good. Now I won't mount these tonight because I don't I'm not really set up for that, but I'll go ahead and make them up, get them sanded. And we'll get her done way before the hour's up. 1/8" drill bit. That's where the axle's going to come out. So we know that we want to center it up here. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually forward. So you have to make a right and a left. These are inside. So we're going to do right there. I hope I got a piece of 1/8" wire. I got a piece of 1/8" dowel. Yep, I do. So the first 2 pieces we cut, or the first piece we cut was this basswood. So you want to lay your wire up here. Like so. Make sure we get that right. A little bit of CA down there. We'll kick it off here. Zona saw. If I show you guys all my secrets, you'll be able to build as fast as me. That's what we need. I think we're going to need some more basswood. I build these out of 64th ply skins because they take a lot of beating. They take a lot of beating. So now we're going to fill it with this piece here. I don't know that I've ever shown this method on camera or not. I've used this on several airplanes over the past few years, and it's worked out pretty well. Okay. You know what? I don't like that. So we'll just use another piece. It's not quite long enough. No problem. Now, I don't have to cut the pieces. I can just fill it like this because I now have the shape. I was trying to do the shape on that piece of balsa. You might ask, why did I do it this way? Well, if you use all basswood, it becomes too heavy. If you use all balsa wood, it's not strong enough. So, yeah, you could use carbon fiber, and you could make carbon fiber skins even, but don't kid yourself. Carbon fiber is heavy. People think it's light. It's not. The strongest, lightest material is balsa wood, period. So now we have this. That will glue down over the wire, and the skin will go on it like that. We'll sand it to shape and paint it. That's it. That's how simple it is. I mean, no sense in making a big complicated mess out of stuff. The Bob Ross of sanding. Okay, any questions on how that works? I mean, it's pretty simple. You glue it onto your landing gear. There's no wire showing. And there you have it. Let's cut one of them loose and see what it looks like. Of course. Okay. Yeah, no. I have wheel pants. I have Mesliks. I have, I make my own molded pants. Wheel pants are not made the same way. I mean, I don't know if anybody has seen my classic Continental, but those are wood wheel pants. And I made those, but I didn't want to make wheel pants for this because of the weight. I'm trying to keep this under 60 ounces. So in order to do that, you got to leave shit off. That'll look just fine. That will look just fine. I still need to adjust the toe on these, but once you glue this on and then sand them and you can glass them, if you're worried about if you're flying in grass or whatever. You can do the same process that I used on the nose, 1/2 ounce glass cloth and Z-epoxy, and make them pretty indestructible. But the biggest thing now is I need to weigh these and see what it weighs, because my landing gear can be no more than 3 ounces. That includes wire, wheels, everything. So let's see if we can get a better look at that, what it's going to look like. Going to be flying like that. They're kind of pointed down. They really need to be moved back some more. So I might make another set and move them farther forward. Yeah, yep. I don't like that. This needs to be angled farther forward, so that means that the tire needs to come back farther. It needs to be sitting back like so. But that's not a big deal. I won't do that tonight. I'll make that off camera. I just make one piece and then duplicate that. I want to kick that wheel pant farther forward. So that when it's flying, it's in this position. Yep, that's what I want, this position right here. And that's just part of prototyping. Hey, Gary. That's just part of prototype building, just like when you saw that I did the shells. You know, when I molded these shells, you know, it wasn't what I wanted the first go around, so I made another set. Or when I did the rudder or whatever, I made three rudders or whatever. If it ain't what I want, don't put it on. Don't go any farther. Just, you know, it's only wood. Pick it up. Go on to the next thing. So we're going to move that farther forward because these landing gear. How can I explain this? I'm taking a modern wing and I'm trying to make a classic look. And the landing gear in a modern wing are set almost straight down from the leading edge because the gear is moved farther forward. Well, in the classic airplanes, the landing gear was farther back and the gear was angled farther forward, so that it gave that look. So I want to emulate that look, but keep the classic, or keep the classic look with the modern aerodynamics, if that makes sense, the modern construction. So that needs to be moved farther forward, or the tire back farther in the. And I should have thought about that before I made that one, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Just remake it. It needs to be more in that angle, right, like so. And just a 1/4 inch. I built this motorcycle one time, and I stretched the neck, or stretched the lower down tubes and de-raked it. And the guy I was working for, I did it at work. I finished it. It was all painted and everything, and it lasted about a week. And I got to looking at it, and I go, you know what? This ain't right. And I got out the Sawzall and chopped it right at the top of the motor mounts and stretched the legs some more, and come along and pulled the rake back in. And he says, man, you're sick. I said, well, it's not what I wanted. So that's basically what I'm going to do here. Don't settle for second best. You know, if you're going to do this stuff, make it as good as you can. Just like when I did the Tucker, you know, it wasn't, there was a lot of, I made 4 rudders and 3 elevators and stabilizers because it wasn't what I wanted. But that airplane there is exactly what I want because it looks exactly like a classic Tucker. The proportions are correct. And unless you're going to sit in a CAD, you know, sit in CAD, draw it or whatever, you know, I just make it out of wood. I just cut it out of wood and put it on there. If it don't look right, cut a new one, make another one. Any questions? I love that, Craig. Blades are from Amazon USA. Yeah, except for Amazon got them from China. No doubt. Everything's made in China. Anyway, this is coming out really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I should be able to wrap it up within the next month. You know, we should get it Should get it in paint. Hopefully we'll make it to the Nats with it. If not, I still got the Tucker. And I got 3 other backups that I can use at the Nats. But that's how you make wheel pants, or that's how I make wheel pants anyway. Well, not wheel pants, wheel doors. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the videos. Been on an hour, and that's my hour's time. You know, I could have wrapped them up if I wasn't talking and trying to stream and whatever. I can move a lot faster, but I want you guys to get the kind of drift, you know, the gist of how I do things and the thought process behind it. But this airplane is coming out pretty nice. It'll be well classic looking anyway. And the best thing about it is it'll be under 60 ounces, I hope. Now, Craig says I'm a magician, but all I am is somebody that watches calories. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.